Welcome to Sagadash, Dargos district, where the majority of our teams have been working during the summer season. Fortunately, despite the global pandemic, we have been able to continue to work as normal this year, with no major disruptions to our original working plan. Unfortunately, however, due to the COVID, we are not able to welcome you here personally this year. Instead, we have prepared for you a virtual tour to give you a better idea of what we have been up to here in Tajikistan this year. So, let's go and have a closer look at some of our activities.
We start our virtual tour here in Sagadash before taking you to our working sites in Shukno and Sarchashma. This is the control point for two of our minefields, minefield number 21 and 26. Both of these tasks were surveyed last year by UST, and this year we were tasked by Tajikistan National Mine Action Center to clear them. Now the task supervisor responsible for task number 26 will give us a briefing.
Hi, my name is Azim Ibrahimov, and I am the task supervisor responsible for minefield number 26. We started this minefield on the 13th June this year. So far, we have found 4 anti-personnel mines bombs, some Vox 17, and some small arms ammunition. As you can see, here is where we did manual clearance, and now we are conducting technical survey.
Now here we are at minefield number 21. This is a minefield where the two multi-task teams you are funding are currently working. Our female team, MTT number 2, is down there, and behind you, here to the left, is where MTT number 1 is working. During the rest break, one of our female deminers, Zarina Polodova, says that everything is going well here in this task except for the high level of metal contamination in the soil because it is located near to the old Soviet military post. Our task supervisor, Ida Bekasorov, says that in spite of the challenges faced, we are trying to do our best to finish on time so we can release this land back to the community.
This year we have decided to introduce a rotation program to give more of our staff the opportunity to experience being in a leadership position. This is Idbek Asrorov, one of our team leaders who is currently acting in the higher position of task supervisor. This newly introduced rotation program allows us to build the leadership competence of our team and to provide more opportunities to our staff to develop their management skills.
When we look at the impact of the work that NPA has here in Tajikistan, Sagadash is one of the areas where we have the highest impact. The land that we are clearing here is high priority because it is used for grazing activities by the local population. In mountainous terrain, these areas with vegetation are in high demand for pasture. Although the shepherds have been informed of the danger, they still continue to use this land out of necessity. With our continued clearance efforts, however, the level of risk in this area is decreasing each year as more and more land is made safe and handed back over to the local community. Now let's head over to visit one of our survey teams at our cluster munition remnants survey task.
Hi, my name is Faiz Shoikov. I am the task supervisor for our cluster munition remnant survey task. This is an initiative that we are implementing jointly as NPA's survey team is working together on this task with 2 additional survey teams from UST. As you can see on this map, the 50 by 50 boxes are ready. The area has been divided in 2 parts, with NPA working in one part and UST in the other. So far we have found 2 UXOs in this area. One of them was already destroyed, and the second one will be destroyed today. If during the survey we find any cluster bombs inside the 50 by 50 boxes, we mark the box red. If we find evidence like the container of a cluster bomb or other fragments, we mark the box yellow. If we don't find anything, we mark the box with green. Once the map is complete, it allows us to identify the perimeter or the footprint of the cluster munition strike. The reason that we start with conducting cluster munition remnant survey before conducting full battle area clearance is that it helps us to increase the efficiency of our work.
3, 2, 1, tartib.
Down a very bumpy road, the next stop on our virtual tour is the village of Shugnov. This is a gold deposit area where people from many different districts come to practice small-scale artisanal gold mining to be able to support their families. Here, one of our US DOS-funded survey teams is working on a survey task looking for a group of PMN mines. It took us a little while to locate the mines in the beginning, but eventually we were able to find them, and we will finish clearance of this task by the end of September. Here in Shugnov, on this hill, the gold miners used to climb to the top looking to find cell phone reception. Our survey team informed them of the danger in this area and that they should find reception somewhere else until we are able to complete the clearance work. Once the area is cleared, on the top of the hill, the land will be used for house construction and agriculture, as it is possible to grow fruit trees in this area. Affectionately named the Yeti, the Mine Wolf has been sighted working here in Punj. This machine is currently working to support the activities of the MOD teams in Punj, and earlier in the year was working to support a task now completed by NPA. After a long rest, the Mine Wolf machine was reactivated this year to support the activities of both the MOD and NPA teams by conducting ground preparation work. This increases our efficiency in areas that are suitable for the machine to be used. Here you can see the machine operator, Firuz Asafbekov, and mechanic Abdurrahman Majitov conducting regular maintenance work after the working day, cleaning her up and getting the machine ready for work again tomorrow. The last stop on our virtual tour is to an area called Salam Alek on the Tajik-Afghan border, where the border guard forces of Tajikistan are currently working on constructing a road that will be almost 100 kilometers long, snaking along the border. This is an impressive engineering endeavor to build a road in such challenging terrain, but once the construction of this road is complete, the security situation in this area is expected to improve with easier vehicle access and increased patrols. After a joint assessment conducted by the Tajikistan National Mine Action Center, the Border Guard Forces, and NPA, it has been agreed that NPA's teams will assist with some survey and clearance work to support this important initiative.
Okay, dear colleagues, here we are now in minefield number 9. We provided our internal assessment joined with border guard management. This road will be built soon and we have to provide the mining operation in front of road team construction.
Now back in Sagadasht again, this just about concludes our virtual tour for this year. But before we pack up for today, we would like to thank you for your continued support to our organization and to the Tajikistan Mine Action Program as a whole. For the journey back to the base, we leave you with a traditional song performed by one of our previous deminers, Furkat Gulamov, who also now happens to be a popular Tajik musician.
Волнуешься и дружбой дорожишь, приходишь, помогаешь им в беде. Ты платишь, а друзья сегодня где? Когда не на машине ты в долгах, ты ходишь по земле не в облаках. Ты присмотрись, кто рядышком с тобой. Вот это друг, подаренный судьбой. А те, кто хохотали в унисон и тратили с тобою миллион, сегодня будут так же хохотать. С твоим врагом тебя же обсуждать. И в радости всегда друзей полно. Но в тот момент, когда душе темно, из 10 останется один, кто рядышком без выходных причин. А потому что в нем душа живет, которая без слов тебя поймет. А остальных очей ведь их душа не стоит, к сожалению, ни гроша. А стали харчей, ведь их душа не стоит, к сожалению, ни гроша. Не трать себя на всех, а посмотри, в ком радость не снаружи, а внутри. Запомни, не бывает 100 друзей, но есть один, кто из этих 100 верней. Когда ты на машине при деньгах, друзья тебя качают на руках. Когда ты покупаешь им вино, они с тобою смеются заодно.